Okay, so we've got Nicholas here dressed as... Hello, as the Second Doctor. He was described as Second Doctor as a cosmic hobo. What does that mean to you? Do you think that's a good description of the Second Doctor?
It's like I say, he was a cosmic hobo, so he had elements of a clown and elements of an authority figure as well in him.
Yes,
and then in the first few stories, he also wore hats as well, the stovepipe hat.
He did.
So that, and also his recorder.
Yes, he did.
Patrick Troughton loved his recorder.
Very much so.
Quite a few of his stories. But that definitely added to the cosmic hobo element.
And of course his costume was basically a scruffier version of the First Doctor,
Absolutely.
So that contrast worked well.
Absolutely.
And of course later Pertwee went to being very elegant again, and then scruffy Tom Baker, and that's going into the future a bit. So Patrick Troughton, what is your favourite episode from that story? Sorry, from that era. Two of the Cybermen. Why is that? What is it about it? The atmosphere, or
the atmosphere? It's when I first watched Tomb of the Cybermen, I was absolutely scared witless when the Cybermen came out of the tombs.
I think all the Patrick Troughton Cybermen are very scary. Indeed, the scariest ones. They genuinely are.
Definitely.
I remember when, of course, the story was missing for many years, and they released it on BBC Video in 1992, and I think I was about 13 at the time, and I remember actually going to Woolworths on the day it was released, on the Monday, and watching it that day, and just thinking it was absolutely amazing. Now, of course, we described in the previous video lots of missing episodes from the Troughton era. I think there's only 5 complete stories, plus these 3 colour reappearances. They were later. So, out of all those sort of missing episodes, which is the one you'd most like to see, Nicholas?
In full, I would like to see The Evil of the Daleks.
The Evil of the Daleks in full.
Absolutely brilliant story, that. I mean, you've got Marius Goering as...
Yes, Marius Goering.
As, what's the character he plays?
Maxtable, sorry.
Yeah.
Maxtable.
And then you've got Debbie Watling.
Debbie Watling is Victoria.
And then you've got the Emperor of the Daleks in episode 6 and 7.
Terrific.
Again, voiced by Peter Hawkins, is absolutely brilliant.
And that's when Jamie says, "Well, you look at the size of that thing,
yes,
Doctor."
That's the first time.
Which is used in the 2 Doctors, of course.
First time we used that.
Yes, Jamie, it is a big one.
But it's absolutely brilliant. I mean,
there's
music, the script, everything about it is just brilliant.
It is a lovely sort of is it Edwardian setting, historical setting. Victorian, I beg your pardon. So there we go. And of course, out of all the missing episodes, the one we'd really like to see is the Web of Fear, episode 3, because that's the first one Nick Courtney appeared in as Colonel Lethbridge Stewart before he was promoted to Brigadier. Why do you want to see that episode?
Why do I want to see the Web of Fear? Well, who doesn't want to see the Web of Fear?
Who doesn't want to see
the Yeti in the underground? What more do you want to say?
Well, I mean, that first episode that does exist, it's a very strong, atmospheric opening episode. It was directed by Douglas Camfield.
Oh, the legendary Douglas Camfield.
Legendary, one of the best Doctor Who directors ever. Wonderful music. And I like the Yetis. I think they were quite scary. I don't think it was just a case of you're supposed to go, "Ah!" and not, "Ah!" The Yeti.
Very good roar, didn't they?
They are a bit cuddly, but I think they are scary. As John Pertwee later said, there's nothing more alarming than coming home and finding a Yeti sitting on your loo in Tooting Bec.
No, that's true.
I've never been to Tooting Bec. I don't know if they have Yetis on the loo there.
I can't say that.
We're wandering off a bit here. We're just going to close really by talking about his reappearances in Doctor Who, because he actually came back 3 times in colour. He came back for the 10th anniversary story, The 3 Doctors, 1973. He came back for the 20th anniversary story, The 5 Doctors, 1983. And of course he came back for the 1985 story, The 2 Doctors, opposite Colin Baker. So there we have it, a little overview of Patrick Troughton's era of Doctor Who, which of course ran
my favourite.
Your favourite, from 1966 to 69. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Bye.
Bye.